design principle that forms part of the foundational design principle, which I haven't discussed in previous videos, is programmed to an interface, not an implementation. This design principle forms the crux of all the different codes that we are going to write going forward. Why is this design principle so important? The simple explanation to this particular principle is better explained or understood by looking at some code. Let us now look at one of the code that we have already discussed before when we were discussing the strategy design pattern. In this particular piece of code, we can see that, of course, we have a duck class, and this duck class has two properties or two attributes, the flyable as well as the quackable, as well as a constructor that takes these flyable and quackable. Meaning, if somebody is going to create a duck species, they have to use this particular duck constructor and then pass an instance of the flyable and quackable interfaces. We are discussing the design principle programming to an interface. So we can see here that we have this particular flyable as an interface. And you can see here from this IDE that we have two implementations of this particular interface flyable, which is the fly no way as well as the fly with wings. So what's the benefit of using or catering to the design principle programming to an interface? One of the benefits or the main benefit is that we can create as many ducks with different flyable and quackable implementations. So we need to only code it once. We can change the behavior of a particular species of duck, but when we create an instance of that particular duck, that means when we create a duck, we can have a completely different flyable and quackable implementations. This is one of the main benefits of using programming to an interface. It is not just about in coding, but when it comes to unit testing your code, you can change the implementation as and when required and look at the scenario, how the whole testing things go when we change the different implementations. So that is the main benefit of using the design principle programmed to an interface, not an implementation.